For our next segment, we turn it over to our colleague, Boyet Season.
Mga kaibigan, ladies and gentlemen, here is part 2 of our exclusive interview with female light middleweight, and super middleweight boxer, Christy Martin. A lot of people, of course, know the name Muhammad Ali, and you had the opportunity to fight Laila. How was that experience?
Yeah, fighting Laila was, it was a great experience. She's big. She's a damn big girl. She's probably 6 inches taller than I am, at least, maybe more. And was definitely 20 to 30 pounds heavier by the time we actually got into the ring. But I knew all those challenges when I took the fight. I was still confident. I felt like that I could win. And so many people wanted to talk about, she's Muhammad Ali's daughter. It didn't matter. Muhammad Ali wasn't the one getting in the ring, right. And it was just me and her. So if we fought 10 times, I think I could still win 5 of them. But the one that we fought is the only one that counts. And she clearly won that. And, by stopping me. It was a great experience, though. Great experience. We filled the house. We sold more tickets, more pay-per-views than any female fight ever has, and probably ever will, at least in the near future.
For somebody who has, gone through a lot as far as the world of boxing is concerned, what for you, when do you tell a fighter that it's time to hang it up, so to speak? When is the right time for a fighter to hang it up?
That's such a hard question to answer, because the right time is probably different for everybody. And everyone around the fighter can see the right time before the fighter, because the hardest thing in the world is walking away from the boxing ring. Once you're hooked by this terrible drug of boxing, you just don't want to leave it. Mm-hmm. So I don't know when you tell someone the right time is. And it's tough because now the fighters are getting older and older and staying in the sport longer. So everybody's on their individual curve.
You mentioned that you suffered a stroke as well as having a near-death experience, which we'll tackle a bit more in the next questions that I'll have for you. But how is life for you now?
Life is good. I'm married to a beautiful woman, Laila Ali, who was actually a former opponent. But we're good. We're in Texas and doing some boxing promotions, working with Christy's Champs, which is my nonprofit for domestic violence awareness. Busy all the time and hopefully making a difference. I said that from day one, waking up in the hospital after being shot and stabbed, I said, God left me here for a reason. And that, in my opinion and my thought, that reason is to help someone else not go down that same road that I went down. Mm. Somewhere along, recently, I've changed my mind. It's not just about helping 1 or 2 people for the rest of my life. I want to help a different person every day. And by talking with you, hopefully somebody hears us, and it does change a life every day. So I'm working hard to get the story out there, to make people more aware of domestic violence, and hopefully really, really change some people's life.
Are there any other aspirations as far as Christy Waters is concerned?
Christy Martin Promotions is moving along. We're trying to establish ourselves and signing some young and upcoming talent. Hopefully we can get to that next level and start to secure some TV dates and find ourselves a champion. So that's one of the goals. But again, with Christy's Champs, that's a big goal, that just to move forward and really help some people out of some tough situations.
Ladies and gentlemen, very recently, Netflix started a series that deals with a lot of real-life experiences of people that have, so to speak, have been able to overcome adversity and then some. In the Netflix series entitled Untold Deal with the Devil, it tells of the story of Christy Waters. Christy, how was it watching yourself and your story?
It's it's tough. It's tough, especially when Jim did the interview, just to see him and see his arrogant self again, and listen to his words, and it's so much. It's not even the words; it's the tone, and it's the same tone that I know better than any person that that could have viewed the documentary. I think Laura Brownson did a fantastic job putting all the pieces together and speaking with different people that were really relevant as my life and career grew, and then the aftermath of Jim trying to kill me.
And now, after all that, after that very horrible experience, you've come out stronger. You've come out a better person, and you've been inspiring a lot of people with you wanting to help others. Christy, I'll make this question a bit light before I ask my final question. In the time of the pandemic, a lot of things have been happening inside the world of boxing, but more than anything are all of these celebrity boxing matches which involved internet celebrities. How do you feel about this?
You know, that's a tough one. I think it hurts boxing. People say that with this attention that the internet celebrities are bringing, it's helping boxing grow, but it isn't. I don't hate on them. I mean, they figured out how to hustle something and get paid, and hey, more power to them. More power to them. But are they helping boxing? No, because it comes down to this. I have some young talent that are busting their butts every day in the gym, working a real job, and then doing boxing, which is also a real job, and getting paid $1,500 for a fight. And they turn on the TV and they see Jake Paul fighting, that's never had a fight before, probably making millions,
yes,
or at least close to it. So, of course, he deserves to make it because he's bringing the viewers to his event, but it's not helping boxing grow. It's a tough one for me.
Well, Christy, for my final question, the Christmas holidays are just around the corner. Christmas is about to approach for the world. The world is currently still in the midst of battling the pandemic. But what will your advice be to your fellow human beings?
You know, it's funny. It's funny you mentioned Christmas because Christmas and my birthday were always days that I would say, you know, when Christmas comes, I'm going to give myself a gift and I'm going to leave the situation that I'm in. Then whatever reason we stay, and then my birthday would roll around in June and I would the same conversation with myself. I'm giving myself a birthday present. I'm leaving the situation. I would say to the people out there, give yourself that present. If you're in a tough situation, give yourself that present. Don't let it go to one more birthday or one more Christmas, because you may not make it to that next birthday or that next Christmas.
And that was our interview with Christy Salters Martin, female light middleweight, and super middleweight competitor and champion, as well as a boxing Hall of Famer.